Y'all know how we get when we get horror film. Got an animated one called The Worm. Let me hit the light real quick, man. I don't know. I might just turn the light on just a little too. I ain't scared of nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Fuck. But hey, I'm talking too much, man. I might get straight to the bit. Ain't even Halloween yet. But hey, y'all want to see more horror films? Subscribe. When Halloween come, that's all we doing around this motherfucker. You hear me? That's all we doing. But hey, I'm about to get to the bit 15 minutes long, man. I'm gonna try to skill. Hit, bro. GG.
Hello?
Gotta cut the music off. Oh. And why would you go across the street, gang? Oh, hell no. Hell no. I thought we were gonna get some real story shit. What the fuck is this?
No.
Was she dreaming? Okay, that was the
Sparrow
answer.
Moon
Okay.
was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that. She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl. That made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did. She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks. Clinical notes suggested some kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice.
That makes sense. She was hallucinating. She crazy.
By all accounts, Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life, no family history of mental illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious. The only path to understanding what really happened in Woodfield was Sparrow herself. And that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated. I learned very little over the first weeks of our sessions together.
Damn, this shit getting
Sparrow
deep.
was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her. The endless medical diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high
She
blood
crazy.
pressure, she was physically healthy. No one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse.
Oh, this shit getting deep, boy.
The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time. The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care. I could have walked away at that point.
You should. He
I
sound
probably
like
should have.
Sound like a perv, gang.
But what I wanted, what I've always wanted, was answers.
Oh, okay.
After all that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either. She was a puzzle to solve.
Do real
Sodium pentothal can be
do real
administered
psychiatrists like think like that? I don't mean to pause. I'm
to
just
do
curious.
something called
What the fuck?
narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited. I knew full well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself. That didn't seem to matter at the time.
Look how she's sitting,
After the
yo.
injection, Sparrow was brought to my office. We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong. Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly. She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She could hear a voice from within it calling to her. The drug had disoriented her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized me. Sparrow's small size and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered
How you
tricky.
be so calm,
She drifted
gang?
in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying. After a long pause, she finally whispered,
GG's.
"Little bird."
I'm so lost. Little bird? Where would little bird possibly come from? Is that what the window was saying? Not the window, the video at the beginning? I'm trying to think. Like, what the fuck? What?
At that point, Sparrow
What
was not
significance
interested in
does that
answering
have?
any of my questions. She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's. It was something else. She said it comes with the mist, that it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it the worm. As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I
The
was
bird
left
and
with
the
more
worm.
questions than answers. I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth. That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least, that's what I thought. It was that night the dream started.
Oh, hell no. He done got infected, boy. I got so many questions, bro.
Wait.
Oh, nigga.
Come back.
And she just said, shush, nigga. This motherfucker don't follow directions, boy. Man, if I ever have a dream like this, she say hush, boy, I probably stop breathing, boy. Shut your ass up, man.
Wait. Come back.
Chasing silence, gang. Hey, that's a nightmare for you. What am I watching right now? Before anything, if you still watching this with me, like and subscribe, man. You feel what I'm saying? Comment, let me know. Comment, I'm still with you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm just curious on how many people actually sit still and watch all these shits with me. You feel me? I appreciate all that. No doubt.
Sparrow. What?
Doctor, I'm so
Why was I expecting something scary?
Every time I go to sleep, it's the same. It doesn't really matter how the dream begins. Eventually, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would. You can't run. That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick, before it begins to feed. At first, I told myself that it would go away. It could be a simple anxiety-induced aberration brought on by the stress of dealing with the case.
What's the odds of that shit?
But it was soon obvious that wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever. And she still had them. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked strong and alert, a stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that time with.
She gave it to your ass, dude.
I didn't have to ask any questions this time. Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed. The worm is some kind of parasite, a pathogen An ancient thing passed from host to host, manifesting in their dreams, feeding on their deepest fears. It will not stop, always hungry for more. It won't kill you. It doesn't want you dead. It wants what any good virus wants. To propagate.
Oh, okay.
To be passed on. To be fed. Sparrow tried to hold it inside of her, to protect others. She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. But she passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her, just by telling me about it.
Damn.
You have to believe me.
Wait.
I am sorry for this.
Wait, hold on, what
Now
the
that
fuck?
I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come.
Oh.
And with the mist, always comes the worm.
I'm gonna tell you something. Nah, not gonna lie. If I start getting dreams about a mist and a fucking worm, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm calling my homeboy. I'm calling my homeboy. Oh God, I'm calling my homeboy. Gang, I'm sorry, but you gotta listen to me, bro. I ain't strong like her, bro. That's insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. By the time y'all watch this, I'll be done told somebody else. I ain't even cut like that. By the time y'all watching like this video, somebody else go be done had that motherfucker. I promise you. Hey, I'm out, man.
We gon' leave that plate high. Might fuck his hoe, but might not.